picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down. It'll be 3rd and long. Going to work in the air, it's Manning. Got his man out of the backfield. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. The Longhorns will punt it away on 4th down. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. Plays that one perfectly. Exceptional accuracy on the punt. The Roadrunners offense coming onto the field, and we'll get our first look at them in this one. And onto the field comes Owen McCown. Last time out, a solid day in a victory, throwing for more than 200 yards and a couple of scores. This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. The run inside. It's Henderson. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
And he was drilled just as he released the pass. Complete.
And I like where the quarterback got because I think he needed to check the football down, but the pressure got there a little bit too fast, and he just didn't have enough time to get it to his running back and maybe put a positive spin on this play instead of an incompletion.
Really nice job there to pick up the first down and get it to their own 41.
That is how it's done on 3rd down and short. No doubt about it. An easy hole to get through and clearly get the first down.
If you really want to simplify football, the low man wins. That time the offense got the better of the D. Easily picked that up.
The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
I like offenses being creative. I'm not sure if that was the best place to call that play. I think this offense needs to think about just doing things a little bit more by the book. They've got a lot of good playmakers. You don't have to reinvent the wheel this early in the game.
Caught in the backfield, it's Wilson. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
Good play by the defense. Way to wrap them up, way to know where the sticks are. Now puts you in a successful position for 3rd down. Now you can break out the fun packages, the blitzes, putting more speed, more little fast guys on the field.
Back to pass, it's McCown. The receiver was doubled, and they picked it off.
What a great job by the defense that time. Cover 1, man coverage, and did you see how everybody was impressed? When you press receivers, you disrupt their time, you get your hands on them at the line of scrimmage, you jam them, and it completely disrupts the quarterback and his thought process, and that time, that was a big reason that ball got INT.
Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Didn't get much on 1st down, it's 2nd and 9. Wide receiver comes in motion. Manning on play action. How about a little rhythm that you can tap your toe to on that throw and catch for the first down?
And man, last year was such an interesting year for Arch Manning because preseason, greatest thing since sliced bread. Start of the season, nobody likes him. Get out of here. Nobody thinks he can play. He's not any good. End of the season really started to put it together. So Palmer, he took a lot of criticism, but I love the way he stayed level-headed. And now this next season, another year of experience, I expect some great things from Arch Manning.
Yeah, there were huge expectations on this team in general. Maybe everybody a year too early on those expectations, but it's founded now. I mean, you've seen enough from Arch Manning to understand he can take this team to a national championship, and they've surrounded him with a lot of talent, too. Cam Coleman, amongst a bunch of other guys coming in through the portal, weapons for him to throw to, and I cannot wait to see what Steve Sarkisian's offense looks like this year.
He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. Oh, there's a loose football on the bad pitch. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. UTSA.
And I love the way they break on the football, swarm to the football. This is why you do it, because sometimes the ball comes out, the linebacker picks it up, and tell you what, the big fella shows some speed, takes it all the way back for 6.
And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Pulls it, fired complete. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down. A little bit more to go after that last completion. They'll try to pick it up on second down. Finds his tight end. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. So an example of a tight end doing a little unheralded work to set up a much better third down situation.
And I like the QB here, Reese. I like the decision where I understand, let's get this football out, let's get some positive yards, and then get to third down, and we can still have a better situation now because we got rid of the football and took the yards that were there.
Third and short like that on your own side of the field, you're just looking for a quick hitter. You're trying to get the ball out of your hand quickly, but the timing completely off there for the offense, and the ball falls incomplete.
The kick is on its way. He'll field the punt and try to make something happen. Really explosive when he gets his hands on the ball, and he found a couple of crevices and made a nice game before being run out of bounds. UTSA takes over, and the offense ready to hit the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. On the ground, it's Donald. Picks up the first down. At the 40, there he goes. He's showing it all. The juice, the jets, the moves, and he's got it down to the 16-yard line. They just changed the dynamic of this possession in a heartbeat, and now it's 1st and 10 from inside the red zone. Running the red zone, it's Donald. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. He might want another play. Back to throw, it's McCown. The quick out.
Well, this tight end, he's got size and he's got some athleticism, and he's very difficult to cover one-on-one. Defense is going to have their hands full with him today.
They are really clicking along, 1st and goal on just the 4th play of the drive. So they were getting up against the play clock, and they don't want the penalty. They'll take the timeout here. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. And the Roadrunners trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. The snap sets up to throw. Big guy smells it. And he's on his way. He'll go all the way. Touchdown, UT San Antonio. And the extra point makes it 14-0. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the score comes on a 5-yard touchdown pass. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. The give on the counter. Turning it on. They've got him down at the 40 after he ripped off 15 yards.
That's the beauty of misdirection in the run game, right? You try to show the defense one look, and then you come back and hit them the other way when they're not expecting.
Motion from the wide receiver. They go play action with Manning. Right down the middle. Over the middle, complete to Coleman. And they exploited that soft spot, and they get it down to the 35.
Really good job hauling that pass in. You know, I know Texas is a place a lot of people think about great DBs, and they've had a lot of really good running backs too. I think the receiver position is one, though, that they want to build a legacy around. This guy right here, he's really stepping up in this game today, and he's a guy that Longhorn fans, they need to keep their eyes on for years to come.
We've reached a break, and it's UTSA on top. And they jumped out to that edge early. As we wrap up the first, let's take a quick look at our game stats. Now the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. First play of the period will be a 2nd down. Arch Madness. Caught over the middle. It's Lockett. They make the stop, but the sweet throw and catch is plenty to give them a 1st down. The Longhorns come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Longhorns! The running attack gets it done and produces 6. It's a much-needed life from this offense as they try to cut away at this lead.
No doubt. Needed something to go right. If you're down, you got to make plays. You got to get your team back in it. Great start. Keep chipping away.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. UTSA taking over and the offense heads out to the field. He stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Henderson. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs close to the line of scrimmage, and then that might open up some big plays down the field.
Pressure coming. Got his man down the middle.
If you're going to complete these in-breaking routes over the middle of the field, it's really important as a quarterback you don't stare the guy down and tip off where you're throwing the football. He's trying to freeze the safeties in this defense and then throws it on time. Accurate throw, nice pitch and catch.
Using his legs, it's Henderson. Could be an alley. Stopped just across the 50 at the 49-yard line. It's a pickup of 10 and a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air, it's McCown. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit and when they get hurried and when they get pressured, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense pressuring the quarterback.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
Well, the DB never even backpedaled. He never even thought that receiver was running deep, and that's why he was able to put his foot in the ground. He smothered that curl around, knocking it away.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Got his man. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down. The Roadrunners go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Running inside, it's Henderson. Across the 25, he's got room. Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks with the first down.
You got to be impressed by what you've seen by this offense so far in this game. In the first half, they've got a nice lead, and they've been able to do it with explosive plays, but they've also been able to do it with efficiency and getting first downs and staying on the field. And you saw another great example right there running the football. Anything they want to do right now is working.
He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line and a big red zone opportunity here. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. The offense changing the play. On the ground, it's Henderson. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
Well, there's just nowhere to go for the runner on that last play. Just way too much penetration up front, and as a result, they lose yardage.
Looking downfield, it's McCown. Fires to the middle. And that 3rd down pass left a vapor trail, but it's incomplete.
On that 3rd down, they took a shot in the end zone, just couldn't connect. QB and receiver not on the same page, and now it's decision time if you're the head coach on 4th.
It's wise not to be too greedy, and they'll go ahead and send out the field goal unit. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. Good right down the boulevard. And that lead grows even bigger.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And here come the horns. They've got it again on offense. That deficit has now grown to double digits, down 17-7 as they start this drive. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
Man, is it going to be fun trying to stop this passing offense at Texas. Not only do you have to deal with Arch Manning throwing the football, but you got Wingo outside with all that speed, David. You're bringing Cam Coleman from Auburn with his size and speed. So who do you cover if you're on defense?
Yeah, I wouldn't even mention the running backs who you bring in, too, who are studs. So, like, they're studs all over the field. This is an offense that, Sark, when they really get it going, man, the passing game becomes elite. And they can do so many good things to you. But just Cam Coleman and the ability to catch the football when he's not open. Like, it's second to none. Look forward to watching him and the Arch connection and how it grows.
Ball is at the 42-yard line, close to 4-down territory. Here's 3rd and short. Manning from the gun on 3rd down. Caught. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a 1st down at the 44. And the Longhorns are flying down the field. A give to Brown. Tackled after a short gain. It'll be 2nd and 9. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9.
You know, God bless Texas, because they can lose great running backs, and they just go into the portal and they get a great running back. Oh, no, they got 2 great running backs. To get Smothers, to get Brown to come over, obviously guys with experience at big-time universities. I expect Texas to be able to run the football and, Jesse, have one of the best 1-2 punches in all of college football.
Yeah, I mean, they want to come play with Arch Manning, let's be honest. They know it's an offense that defenses are going to be worried about the deep ball, throwing it downfield, so a lot of soft boxes to run into, and there's really no excuse for why these running backs shouldn't absolutely stat it up this year. Steve Sarkisian told us they're going to be committed to running the football and having balance because of those names you just mentioned. We're expecting this running game to be elite.
And the Longhorns, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Quick release on the RPO. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
Must be nice for this quarterback knowing he's got this type of athlete playing the tight end position that can work the middle of the field for him. He's a guy who can stretch it vertically as well, but this is a guy the QB will look for early and often in this game.
Fires to the end zone. Touchdown, Texas! Quick strike through the air for the score. He'll try to tack on one more.
Yeah, and I like this. The QB, you can tell. Quick read. See it. Get the ball out of your hands. Get the ball out wide to your playmaker. Let him do the rest. No monkey business. No waiting in the pocket. No indecision. Nice job. He did a great job reading it and getting it out of his hands.
On the run from inside his own 5. He'll be brought down at the 22-yard line. Good coverage on that one. His return is stopped short of the 25. Run inside. It's Henderson. Into a mass of giant bodies. We'll call it a 1-yard gain to the 24.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Back to throw, it's McCown. Makes the grab on the left. Works his way out to the 33-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds.
It's not a great feeling on defense, too. When you're blitzing, you're expecting to get a sack. You're expecting to get a hit on the quarterback. If the offensive line and running backs pick it up, because now you have one less guy in the back end trying to cover all these receivers and tight ends, and you know you're in trouble.
With the 1st down, they'll put it in play from the 33. Wants to throw it again, and why not? With the catch, it's West. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
The defense needs to have a plan for this guy. They weren't ready for that one. Drag route, running all the way across the field, and the DB just can't stay with him because of his speed, and as a result, they give up a big one.
Gain of right at 7 yards, 2nd and 3 coming.
And winning 1st downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on 1st down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down. And it's the Roadrunners. Kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Looking to throw on first down. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
That's just... by the defense, locating the quarterback and knowing they can't get to him, they can't get the sack. Just someone's got to get their hand in the air and knock it away.
Second down, he'll throw it. Got a man, it's Henderson. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain. Horns up and ready to hook him. Serious noise on third down in DKR. To the air, it's McCown. Here's the heat. And down he goes. Now the Longhorns will call the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have to work with before the half. And the Roadrunners will send out the punt unit. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. They boot it away on fourth down. And the punt will hit at the 7, and they can't corral it. It goes into the end zone. It'll come out to the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Manning. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. That one never had a chance. Incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Gets it down to the 33. They pick up the first down. Got to use their time wisely. Wants to throw it again. Fires to the wideout. Complete in the middle. They got him free for a big gainer down to the 43. The Longhorns stop the clock for the final time, calling their third timeout. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. The Longhorns in a good spot here with second and short. Hart's going to spin it again. Oh, they're after him. Just gets rid of it before the heat.
And sometimes you see great shooters and they get on fire and they just can't miss. And that's what this QB looks like the last couple weeks, man. Just completion percentage through the roof, running the offense at an elite level. You can tell in complete control of this offense.
Manning tries to pick it up on third down. Got rid of it just in time.
There's no substitute for experience, and the QB did the right thing there. Third and short in field goal range. Can't take a negative play, can't turn it over. Just throw it away. Now, if you want to kick a field goal, you've got that opportunity.
Would have been a 52-yard field goal attempt from here, so they'll try to pick up the first down here on fourth. Reads it, fires complete. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update. The Longhorns will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. He'll bring it out. It's Anderson. He gets a block. He's on the loose. One little mistake in your kick coverage unit against this dude, and you are in a world of trouble, and they were barely able to keep him from scoring. Starting this third quarter on the ground. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. Win with the running game on first down, now back at it. They'll give it on the counter. Knocked down at the 29 after a pickup of 4.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical. They're trying to stay on the field.
Looking downfield, it's McCown. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Oh, he's got some space. Got enough space. He is in. Takes the fumble to the house. Touchdown, Roadrunners.
And that's a big problem for this defense. When you get that guy in space, it's hard to catch him. You got to bottle him up near the line of scrimmage. Palmer, too much daylight, too that run.
Yeah, you're right, David. And I think that's what makes this guy unique. With his skill sets, you just know it's a matter of time. You just keep giving him the football. Good things are going to happen. Long touchdowns are going to happen. And you saw it right there.
They drag him down at the 22. He gambled for the big return out of the end zone and came up a little short. Here comes the Texas offense. So this second half didn't exactly start the way they had hoped on defense, and now the offense will try to answer with a score of its own. Play action, here's Manning. Makes the grab, it smothers. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few. Running backs just have to be a weapon in the passing game, even for little dump-offs and checkdowns.
Yeah, find your matchups. I mean, you think about running back versus a linebacker. We like that matchup in space, and so find ways to get the football to your running back in space where you can break tackles and make things happen because they're just so dynamic.
Off the RPO, complete. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
Great effort by the defense here. Offense trying to go wide receiver screen. How about the speed on defense rallying to the football?
Now the play fake. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Didn't really have room to operate on the return, but he hands him the ball at the 32.
As a quarterback, you've got to give your receiver an opportunity to make the play. You've got to put the ball on his body. That throw gets away a little bit from the QB, and that leads to the tip and the interception.
Caught in the backfield, it's Henderson. And he got 5 yards on the play, 2nd and 5 coming.
Great awareness that time by the safety. He's obviously spent a lot of time in the film room. The D-line was upfield. It looked like that one might be a big gainer on the running back screen, but did you see how fast the safety came screaming down? He saw that thing coming from a mile away, and he's able to make a big-time stop.
Tough run in this part of the field. He's got 4 down to the 23. Here comes his home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. They've got enough for the first down, and they're in the red zone at the 20. The Roadrunners come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to throw, it's McCown. And that pass incomplete. The defense got a hand on it.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window, and the intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Quarterback keep. Got maybe a yard, 3rd down and 9 coming.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense. Understand, listen, that QB is a threat, and they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
Making side adjustments here. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. And they'll send out the field goal unit. This whole play is going to see if this kicker can operate in the sea of noise. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
Number 12, set to kick it away.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Texas offense makes its way out to begin the drive. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism.
There he goes. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a 1st down at the 43. The Longhorns come to the line in the hurry-up.
Well, the defense just had to chase that guy down and make a tackle after a long run, and no chance to substitute. They got to get the play call in because the offense is trying to go fast.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
He's got an open man. They finally get to him. And what a play there to pick up the 1st down. Another big gain on the catch here. Big target out there like a Roy Williams was back in the day.
No doubt. And find your guys, find your matchups. And listen, when you're at Texas, you recruit at a high level. You usually get better dudes than you're playing against. Find those guys, let them make plays for you.
Give to the running back. Defense holds their ground. Pickup of a yard. It's at the 26.
Well, I think the defense is expecting here on 3rd down that this running back's going to get it again. Got it on 1st, had a nice carry, got it on 2nd. Now he set him up in 3rd and short. You've got to be physical here and make sure this guy goes backwards.
Trying to make magic with his feet. He hits the slide, and he's got enough to convert that 3rd down.
And they're going to need a lot more of this to get back in this football game. They're trailing. They're trying to make plays. I like the decision-making of the young man there. Don't force the football. We already got to make big plays. The defense knows it, too. Nice job pulling it down.
Looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Texas! And they take it in for 6 more points. Lining up to add another.
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
That is an efficient drive. 7 plays, 75 yards. And what a way to finish it with a 9-yard touchdown run. He'll bring it out. It's Anderson. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Roadrunner offense on its way out there to open this drive. They're still holding the lead, but hoping to flex a little muscle on this drive. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Henderson. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
And this D needs more of that, man. This is a really close football game, and you've got to get these stops down the stretch and meet the physical challenge of this offense, and they do right there, man. And that's one step closer to getting this football back and maybe making this thing a football game.
He stopped in his tracks, and at least they didn't lose yardage on this one. After that run, there is a player still down on the field. That would be a devastating blow to their running attack if he can't shake this off. We'll check on his status as soon as we can. Looking to throw, it's McCown. Unloads to the wideout. Finds space on the right. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be first down. And it's the Roadrunners come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll go to the counter. Maybe some room here.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. He'll try it again. They'll stop him at the 46 after a 5-yard pickup.
Well, I love the job by the offensive line, getting a good push there on 2nd down, and you see guys bleeding into the second level of the defense getting a hat-on-hat to go get that first.
At the end of the quarter, guys, it's UTSA holding the edge. They've built a cushion. They've got a nice lead. Now the task is finish the deal as you take a look at the third quarter stats. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. They'll go back to work with the first down in the final period. Running inside, it's Peterson. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Caught behind the line, it's Hardy. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain.
In defense, you have to have great eyes. You have to have good vision on the quarterback to be able to see it. You can tell he's throwing the football right now. Watch the defense react, come up, get the wide receiver on the ground. He goes nowhere.
Dropping back, it's McCown. Makes the grab. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs. They've got a first down here. Want to start its bend to this season. We've got a great game here. Close ball game, fourth quarter. Couldn't ask for anything more. The run inside. It's Peterson. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll go right back to him. Gain of 8 is now 3rd and 2.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
Quarterback making checks. Bully ball on 3rd and short. They've got enough for the first down, and they're in the red zone at the 20.
And this offense has really done a nice job on the ground. Like, the ground game has been solid, man. Nice job opening holes, running the football. They've been consistent with the run. And as this game creeps along, right, if they can continue to do this with the lead, this is going to be a game that they're going to have in hand.
He'll be pulled down after a good run. They'll mark it at the 15.
You got to give the coaching staff credit because they really do focus all season long on situational football with the lead late in the game. If we're on offense, we're trying to stay in bounds. We're trying to bleed the clock. And after ripping off a really nice run, that guy knew, I've got to get down. I cannot get pushed out of bounds, cannot get tackled out of bounds. Really, really nice job.
One running back in the backfield, and he has it. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points. Enormous play coming right here. Third down, and this crowd is bringing down the house. They'll try to power their way ahead. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. And now on fourth down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. And he got it! Putting that 3 on the board makes it a 2-score game.
That's a big drive for this offense in the fourth quarter. Now to take a 2-possession lead, you got the other offense where you want them. Now you get to rush the passer, make them pass a little bit more, and don't give up those big plays. You're in a really good spot now.
So now the Longhorns take over and they'll send out the offense. At number 1 beside your name is a heavy burden, and when you're behind late, the weight of the world is on your shoulders. Send the tight end in motion. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right.
Well, that last play is a beautiful start to this drive. You've got some work to do here. You've got some mountain you've still got to climb if you're going to win this game. A couple minutes left. You've got the horses to get you there, but it's all about getting the drive started with a positive play, and they found that on that last one.
Pulls it and fires to the left. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
I don't love the play call at this juncture in the game. You're down. You've got to take shots. The defense is not going to be blitzing, so these screens probably aren't going to work.
Third down from the gun, Manning. Short throw to the sideline is complete, and it'll be enough for the first down.
This is the moment for this offense to put a drive together. It doesn't matter what's happened up to the point of this game, but you're trailing right now. You got to put some points up on the board. This is where all 11 guys need to be playing together as one.
And the Longhorns will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking for space. It's Smothers. Finding some room. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44. And the Longhorns are in the hurry-up.
And the offense with a nice run, breaks off a little bit of run, gets a first down. Oh, and here they go again. First down, you've seen this. They like to go fast.
Turns on the Jets. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Longhorn.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge. And also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. UTSA will take over in the offense, ready to return to the field. That last touchdown drive tightened this one up, and we'll see what these guys can do coming down the stretch. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
I know exactly what I have to do here. Defensively, we've got to get the stop. So we're playing run. We're selling out to run because we're thinking they're going to run the football, and we got 3 timeouts. Let's use them wisely. Let's use those timeouts, save as much clock as we can so our offense has some time on the clock to do some damage when they get the football back.
Now the Longhorns will call the first of their 3 timeouts. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. DKR heating up and trying to make third down impossible here. A quick completion to the left, looking for the first down. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. Timeout taken by Texas. It's their second. They've got 1 timeout left now. They'll have to choose wisely as to when to use it. Might be calling a hot route. On 4th down, looking for the completion. At the 45, on his way. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. You always hear run the route deep enough to get the first down, but if you don't, you better fight your way there, and he did.
Yeah, nice job. And listen, catch the football, understand 4th and short, the situation, and then go get that first down. Don't dilly-dally. Don't try to make a home run play. Get past the sticks. Nice job of understanding that situation.
Great play by the cornerback. He was just way too physical at the point of attack. He beat his man trying to block him, and he tackled that receiver on the screen.
They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. Seriously, this just can't happen. A delay of game penalty, and it is second and long. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Defense doing their job getting that last stop, and now 3rd in California. Not a lot of play calls to convert this, so defensively, let's get off the field now. The clock's running. We need to give it back to our offense with as much time as possible.
They give it to him again. They don't get nearly enough on 3rd down. 4th down coming from the 48.
And this offense, I don't think this is going to be a surprise. I think the offense is going to stay on the field. You've already seen it once on this drive, and they've already been successful. You know how hard it is to defend when there's an extra down, and they do it over and over again? So I think this offense will continue to stay aggressive like they were on the last 4th down.
Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. And the Roadrunners will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll aim it toward the sideline to try to make it tough on the return team. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
It was a nice job in play calling, too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
Here's Arts to throw. Under fire. Knocked down after a pickup of maybe 2, and man, that pursuit, they had their hair on fire. What a battle this game was. Went right down to the end. Number 1 team in the land gets knocked off. But sometimes this gives you a chance to recalibrate some things, guys.
Yeah, and they're going to have to go back and watch this film and face some tough truths as well, because we know they've got a ton of talent. And this is a team that when they're playing their A game, they look like the best team in the country, David. Consistency, though, is going to be a big thing for them moving ahead.
Yeah, so you got to use this. You got to look at what you did wrong. You got to say, okay, maybe we're not as good as we thought we were. Just because we were number 1, that doesn't mean anything until the end of the season. And you're the last guy standing, and you have the trophy. So take this loss, work on some of those things you think you need to work on so it doesn't happen again.
This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis saying goodbye, everybody.